Thursday. Yes. I wanted to come on here while the baby's down for a nap and my big kids are at school to do the How to Find Clients training part 2. So yesterday we talked about 4 different ways and like a bonus way to find clients. So today I'm going to do, I'm not going to give you any more ways, but I'm going to tell you like the one thing you can do to just like completely elevate yourself, from everybody else, like trying to pitch, find clients, send these cold pitch emails, right? Like, so I'm going to show you, or I'm going to tell you the one thing and like break it down how you can absolutely just like elevate yourself, right? So, we talked about, just a brief recap yesterday, the 4 main ways to find clients was like using social media groups where your ideal client would be hanging out, reaching out to people you know in a non-icky way, going to platforms like Upwork, freelancer platforms like Upwork, Fiverr. I know there's a couple other ones. And then the last way was cold pitching, which is finding an email, finding like basically an ideal client for you that you would love to work with, finding an email and just like sending, like basically shooting your shot with them, right? So you do those things. If you want to like elevate your like pitch email, or even like when you're reaching out to people, just like elevate yourself, you're going to make a portfolio. And so what you can do is you can go in Canva, Canva.com. If you don't know what that is, it's like the best thing ever. But you can make a free account, and you can do all kinds of stuff in there. You can make a portfolio, social media graphics, all kinds of stuff, right? But I highly recommend, if you don't have a Canva account, you can go make a free one. Go to canva.com and you can make a portfolio. And so basically, a couple of the things I get asked are like, well, what do I need to put in it? Definitely include like a little bit about you, like what's your experience, the kinds of services you provide, right? Like if you're a social media manager, what are you providing? If you have a couple of different packages, like, hey, I am a VA and my packages are 20 hours a month for $500, right? And then you can, or 40 hours a month for $1,000, or 60 hours a month, for $1,500, and so on, right? So you want to include basically like a bio of like yourself, who you are, what your experience is, basically why you're qualified, your services, and then if you have samples of your work, and this doesn't have to be paid client work. Okay, say I have a mama who was running a social media group, and so like she had experience like making graphics and posting that. So I told her like, okay, in your portfolio, put those graphics you created in there. That is a sample of your work. It doesn't matter if a client didn't pay you to do it. It doesn't matter. You still did the work, right? And so that goes for social media managers, any type of like graphic design, content writing, like if you're writing blogs. Now, if you have done blog writing for clients before, and you need to make sure that you ask permission to, display that work, with their name on it. If not, that can kind of get sticky. So make sure you're, asking permission, but including all of those samples. And what's really great about Canva is you can actually put in links. So you can say you have a blog. You can paste that blog in like a Google document and make sure that, if you click on it and everybody can view it, right? You don't want it restricted to where only you can view it. And you can copy that Google document, link, and you can paste that in Canva, like with a picture, and be like, click here for my blog samples, right? And you can click and do that, right? If you are just somebody who maybe doesn't have a lot of samples, what you can do is, like, say you're a virtual assistant and you do like a lot of schedule management, and that's really hard to show on a sample, right? But what you can do is really talk about your services and the problems that you solve for people. And then if you have any testimonials, again, this does not have to be from people that have paid you, especially like if you're just starting out. Like, maybe you had somebody who, it was like a nonprofit organization, and you volunteered to manage their social media account or something like that, right? You can ask them for a testimonial. It doesn't matter if they didn't pay you and you volunteered. It's still your work, right? They still worked with you. So you could do that. You can ask a former coworker for a testimonial. Hey, can you just tell me, like, I'm looking for a testimonial about what it's like to work with me. Can you do that? Okay. And that way you have testimonial to back up what it's like, even if you're just starting out. Like, you can do this. So highly recommend go get that free Canva account, and start playing with portfolios. Again, I'm just going to recap the main things that you need to have in them. 1, like a bio. Make sure you have a picture too. A bio, about you. 2, what services you offer. 3, either samples like blog writing or social media graphics, or what problems you are solving for people. 4 is going to be testimonials. So people that, again, if you've a former coworker, or even if it's something you volunteered to do, that has to do with your services, put it in there. And then last, 5 is going to be a way to book a call with you. So like on the last page, just like, thanks so much for viewing my portfolio. Happy to answer any questions. If you want to book a call with me, do it here. And you can go get a free Calendly, CALENDY.com account. And basically, I know a couple of you have scheduled calls with me. So it's that link I send you, like when it's like, hey, here's my availability, feel free to schedule a call. So those are the 5 things you need to have in your portfolio to really just elevate yourself and make you stand out. Because if you're pitching to people or talking to people, a lot of times they will ask you for something, right? Oh, do you have a website? And don't freak out if you don't. You could say, you know what? I'm not there yet, but I do have a portfolio. And I think that it exemplifies my work a lot, pretty sufficiently. So make sure that, if, you're doing that, if you want to stand out, you're showing, when you have a portfolio, you are showing people, hey, I put out the time. I put in extra time, extra effort to show you I'm serious about this and serious about my freelance business. So make sure you do that. And that's the end of the How to Find Clients Part 2 mini training. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the deal of the day. So if you heard me talk about Canva and the different things you need in your portfolio. So if that feels overwhelming to you, you're going to want to listen up, because I have something that's going to make your life 10 million times easier. I actually have a freelancer portfolio training. So basically, and a template in Canva, using all the free elements. So free graphics, free all of that. So if you have a free account, you can, tweak this. You're going to make a copy and tweak it, and you can plug in your stuff. And I have a whole training breaking down in detail. I'm screen sharing. I'm showing you exactly what to do, breaking down how to make that portfolio and how to make it stand out. So that is normally $27 today only. So we'll say now until 12:30 tomorrow, it's going to be $7. And then it's going away forever. Remember, I'm sunsetting my digital products to make way for something bigger, better, beefier, even more jam-packed with value. Like, I'm so dang excited about it. So stay tuned for that. But today, so from now until 12:30 tomorrow Central Time, you can grab your how to put together a freelancer portfolio, the training, and the actual Canva template, so you don't have to go and format anything, for $7. And then it's gone forever. Now, once you have access forever. You just will not be able to purchase it after tomorrow at 12:30. So definitely check that out. I'll put the link in the comments. Hope everybody has a great Friday, Junior, and I will see you back here tomorrow for my last live of the week.